Gemini 22, a barn dance. Barn dances usually take place in villages. The equivalent of a disco, I suppose. Cities and villages are indicative of a balance within us. They balance within the civilized community that we live in. Villages tend to be more safe to express your feelings. You're more familiar with the people that you meet. A lot more family influence in a village. The sense of the integrity of the whole community is really obvious. A village operates as a unit, whereas a city does not obviously. In some senses it does, but nobody can see that, not unless at the highest level of administration of the city. So the city tends to be worked out on the basis of thinking, and a village on the basis of feeling. And that imagery is made clear in this particular Sabian degree, where the barn dance is a place where all the villagers go, and you know everybody there pretty much, and you know that they're going to be there next year as well. Whereas in a city you can go to a nightclub and you can have a problem with somebody and you don't have to see them again. You can go to a different nightclub next week if you want to. But in a village, you don't have that. You have to actually structure your relationships with people on the basis that they're going to be around for a long time. So there tends to be more respect and courtesy and willingness to take anybody else's feelings into account, their weird behavior, their off days, their misunderstandings. You just have to let it pass because you can't get away from it. Now, the teaching here is that on the one hand, we have to balance the thinking and the feeling, and at a village barn dance, we can express all of our emotions legitimately, shall we say. There's much more room to do that in this sort of family setting. It's a bit like Christmas, isn't it? Well, in England, if you get together at Christmas time, that's when the family has all of its serious rows. You don't have them from one year to the next, but at Christmas time you make sure you have all of your fights coming out because you spend more time together than usual and you've got more invested and so on. And the opposite is true. You express love more fully at Christmas time and so on. And it all comes out. So that's the same as what we're talking about here with the barn dance. Let it all out, some sort of level of emotional expression. And it has to be to some extent channeled. You can't let it all out, but as much as you can reasonably let out until the next one. And we're encouraged to do that. We can't really repress our feelings and expect to be healthy. It just doesn't work like that. So the teaching is really about us being all of who we are in life. Whether we're in a barn dance or a working environment, we have to somehow find a balance in our life to get it all out. And that really means that we have to be somewhat naked in our expression. We have to be seen for all our joys and all our faults. We have to be noticed as what we are. And if we pretend that we're not, if we're actually playing a game and shielding the truth of who we are and how we are, then we're going to be limited in our life expression, our life feelings, our life joy. Whatever we give out is what we get back. So if we don't give much out by way of self-expression in life, we can't receive the fullness of life back. It won't happen. And this is a very simple teaching, really. Whatever you want to be in life, be it, express it, show it. And that's the only way you'll ever get back what life has to give in terms of realization of your potential. And that might be necessary to have a few drinks at a party to do that. Let your hair down a little bit, not be too careful about maintaining an impeccable reputation. Let people see you for your faults, and Take the consequences. It's better that way. Life's richer that way.